All right, let's go.
Good evening, everybody. We're back at the Nico headquarters. Your favorite podcast, the most underrated podcast on the internet, the Rico Nico podcast. We're here tonight. This is our second podcast of the night. Actually, last week we only did one. Did one after the movie.
Yeah, we still need to upload
Yeah,
that.
probably not really.
And I'm still waiting on the promos.
We gotta talk to our marketing team. Communication has been lacking.
Yeah, how's that going, marketing team?
I don't know. Let me ask. Well, I don't know how to tell you.
Now you talk to yourself and answer yourself. So. But yeah. So
we're here tonight to talk about love. Love is a beautiful thing. What you got to say about love?
I thought we were talking about passport.
Expect no, and that's kind of and especially love without borders. I go ahead and tell you.
Really, love it.
That was a good little. That was a good little way to.
What's this idea? It's not new. It's not new at all. It's actually the reemergence of it now is kind of like okay, it's just something. It seems like this is something people want to talk about, but they call it passport bros, guys who are not interested in dating women in America or in the West.
AKA they couldn't get none over here.
Yeah, so they're traveling to other countries, which is weird because
that's been happening.
That's been happening for
forever.
People are going to South America, going to other countries.
They go, you know, and, gonna do a thing.
They're always meeting chicks in other countries. So
that's all they do, just meet.
But what I think now is it became, because we're in this pill movement and the gender thing, is basically like it's a bragging chip again. We've evolved since a mail order bride, and now dudes is like, oh, I go meet women in other countries. As far as meeting women in other countries and marrying them versus going to other countries and just having flings, which a lot of men and women do that, you know, just in general, and that's not even America. That's just a thing. It's a human thing. People travel and sow their oats. So I'm just trying to get my head around about like why this all of a sudden you think this became another a topic that has been happening for centuries, like, you know, forever.
Like why it's starting trending now? I can't really think of a reason. I mean, sometimes just crowd just pops up on the internet and gets a little bit of traction. That traction gets more traction. It has like a little snowball effect. But I mean, I don't know why it's so tough now, because now your fiance has been out for a while. And that was pretty big. I don't know if it is now still, because I don't watch it anymore. But I mean, do you think you will do that?
What? Passport bro?
Passport bro, mail order bride.
So different, not mail order bride. Passport bro just comes off to me as, you know, people don't have to talk about when people, I think it's a bragging thing. When guys are telling women in the country they live, they're leaving the country to go find women that are their competition, without really taking into consideration those other cultures or whatnot. Then I'm like, okay, all right.
But why is it a bragging thing?
Because that's why.
Well, what do they brag about?
That's so much tragic. Oh, the women here are not feminine. They're not suitable. They're combative. They're all these negatives. So we're gonna go to other countries that are more traditional and pick women. So thumbing their noses down, or thumb downs in American women or Western women.
That's not what they do. They're gonna get on over here.
Oh, okay.
Like no dude who's got a good dating life is just gonna be like, you know what, I'm not interested anymore, I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, no,
that's not how it works.
Yeah. If you have,
so it's not because they're not interested here. They didn't have the luck, or they couldn't do it, or whatever.
Yeah. Like or if you find I look at it. I look at passport bros. If I'm gonna be positive about it, I look at passport bros like if you're in a desolate market where the jobs are desolate and there's
desolate mean?
Like a desert.
Like alone?
There's nothing there. There's nothing positive. There's desolation.
Well, we do have to point out about our country. I mean, it's great, but it's got its downfalls. Let's be honest.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Here, in comparison to many other cultures, you feel more secluded. I think is the right word. Like everyone kind of does their own thing, kind of thing. So you got your own house, and you're kind of at least in Latin America, you're more like cohesive. like you're always doing something with a group.
Because they still focus on the
You're
family.
always like you're always doing stuff with your friends. You're always going out. Like there's always like a big group, always every time. So over here, it's like a lot of times it's like your mom lives out of state, your dad, is with somebody or whatever, and then you see them every month or something. You go out for dinner. A lot of people here for New Year's, Thanksgiving, like they don't have anyone to be with. In Colombia, you have a lot of people to be with every damn weekend. So about this culture has that downfall where it's like you don't really meet a lot of people, and I don't mean dating, I just mean friends in general. And you just kind of have to go somewhere else. And actually, the lonelier states, which is I don't know, the ones like toward the middle and stuff, like of course not like Midwest and all that. Like you can compare that to like if you lived in LA or Miami, even
the populations,
things like that.
True.
So and there's the small people in those cities.
It's like people are traveling, maybe not so much out of the country, but people are traveling to try to find dynamics that are more appealing to them. They're really looking for more submissive women, and that's what they call it traditional. Whereas America maybe not be that, but you don't have to go. You don't have to go to anywhere to go to South America. But it does have a backlash. People are using that as leverage to talk trash to people who are here. You can travel to other countries and live like it and not have to talk about it. Oh, I got my wife. I met my wife in the Philippines. I met my wife in England. I met my wife in South Sudan. I met my wife somewhere else. I met her in Colombia. Oh wow, okay. Yeah. Great relationship. Yeah, whatever.
Especially if they're hot, because it's like bragging things like
right.
I got this exotic thing who's hot from.
But the fact of the matter is exotics, that's crazy. But the fact of the matter is that you're telling women here that they're not suitable and you're going to get women elsewhere because the ones that are here are not good. It's a waving contest. And it couples with what's going on now as far as the gender thing, but fast forward, bros. On the positive, I see that people are leaving dynamics that don't serve them because maybe there's a lot of women that aren't suitable for dating the men that are here. Men want something different. Women are telling men that they should want this. Men are telling women, I don't want that. Trying to spoon feed them something they don't want to eat. And it's creating that. Still a lot of people getting along. And there's a lot of men that says, well, I want this and women aren't giving me this. I'm gonna go elsewhere. So people gonna go after what they want,
And also in the US, you have the possibility though. Like I'm sure a lot of people in other countries also either don't have the luck at getting people, because this goes for both men and women. They don't have, I guess, good luck at dating, or they don't know a lot of people. Like they can't just, even if they were well off, they can't just be like, okay, let me just go to another country and meet somebody. That's not how it works. You can do that if you're here going somewhere else. So they have that opportunity and they take it.
There's some people in other countries that do that because they travel, especially for like academics or for work. They can meet other people other places, or military, meet other people other places. So it's special, but I just don't think that it's a bragging thing that men in America should be dissing women and say, well, we don't need y'all, we can go elsewhere.
No, that's always
no different than women should be disparaging people. Well, y'all are trash, that's why y'all leaving. It's basically it's a person's preference.
And at the same time, you kind of choose your own circle. So if you think like that about women, and especially the women who think like that about men, men are trash, they ain't shit, blah blah blah. Like you're just hanging around the wrong crowd, and you choose your crowd.
Yeah, you perpetuate.
So of course you're gonna think of men, and women think. Of course you're gonna think of women, and women of course are gonna think about men in a very negative light if they've been choosing wrong all along.
Yeah, true.
So I mean, you can't really blame the other people. Like you can't really have to blame yourself there.
Yeah,
because you choose your relationships, you choose the kind of people you talk to.
Yeah, you should be engaged, and you got to vet them properly. And yeah,
exactly. If you don't like it, change yourself, fix yourself, change your circle. Don't get into toxic stuff or people who aren't worth it. Instead of just going all the way in another country
and probably meet somebody just as toxic somewhere else.
I'd rather meet someone toxic right here.
Rather, yeah, save you a plane ticket, but yeah, that's
all. Plane ticket, and then the hassle, and then the culture. That's if they speak the same language, because a lot of times they might not. I mean, no, like I'd rather stay here. I mean, I live here. Like to me, like the rest of the world, they vacation spots, but my life is here. I live here. Besides Amsterdam, maybe I would live in Amsterdam for like a year because it was
Fair.
really nice.
Alright.
But I mean, I think it's hey, if you got the money, you can do it. But I don't think that might really fix much. Like I said, like it's an issue within.
Yeah, and I think that when people live here in America, regardless of where you come from, people in America, a lot of people might stick to their traditional, and it might be work for them. You know, the passport thing and whatever, that might work. But I think a lot of people switch it up once they get to America because of the opportunities and the leverage they get here, that people can start acting out and doing that. Because America is really built for the individual. Group the collective can thrive, but the individual.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, you can. I mean, if you want to go to Brazil, get you a hot little piece, that's fine. I mean, do it. She's submissive or not submissive, however you want her to be, personality wise, looks wise, she's great. That's awesome. You want to bring her over here, awesome. But don't be bragging about somebody who just wants you for a green card, and obviously they're using you.
Possibly.
I mean, it doesn't matter how good the relationship actually is, as they get that SSN, they out. And a lot of times you can see it coming.
Yeah, and then especially if you visit other countries and you're not there with good intent on meeting for a wholesome relationship. If you're just there to smash, which a lot of people are there to do, you're really you're sullying, which I think is weird. Dudes are going to other countries maybe to smash chicks, but then a lot of women in America are proud of their body count. So I was like, it's weird. It's like you're going to countries.
Yeah, it's true. I didn't think that way.
Chicks who you really gotta kind of work with. They might give it up for money or
that's true. I didn't think that way.
I think maybe in America, women the prices all women are pretty much not all women, but more women enrolled through the world are maybe a little bit more flexible in that area of intercourse. It's just women are more expensive, but American women are a lot more expensive. And
the whole currency thing, but if you no, we shouldn't be saying that, but yeah, it's more expensive. And you don't get the same value for your money that you do somewhere else. I didn't say anything. I'm saying I have any experience doing anything. I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking. Have acquaintances, friends, people talk, I listen. I'm a listener.
Hypo.
Everyone tells me that.
Right.
Hypothetically.
All right. Well,
in the Nico in the other parallel reality from the multiverse.
Don't lie. The ultra parallel universe?
Yeah, from the parallel.
Oh, you mean the parallel universe from the last time you went to Colombia?
That's not went to Colombia, didn't you?
Oh, the time before that.
It was the time before that.
Yeah.
Wait.
Doesn't seem that parallel.
No, you probably think about Peru.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a whole nother
that's another timeline.
Oh, another timeline.
In reality, for another timeline,
Oh, gee.
You are a new person every day. You choose who you are every day. Every day you wake up, you can be the same person you were yesterday, or you can be better.
Every day you just wake up look like that.
I mean, it depends. Let us know down below in the comments who you were yesterday, who you are today. Will you spend money and time going somewhere else for finding love? Have you done it? How did it go? Let us know in the comments down below.
Yeah. Hey, like, subscribe, share, and comment. Y'all be good with it. My goodness.